Hey, thanks for jumping back with us. Everything's fine here at the church. We've got some individuals working on our alarm system, I guess. So that's a fun time. Jeremy, we were talking about a trip coming up later on this year. What does that look like for somebody interested in joining us in that?
Okay, so like I was saying, we're trying to go in October. It'll be a smaller group than we normally take, but we kind of just want to get back in the groove of being out for over a year. So within Waterloo, we've had individuals who have given money for the purpose of scholarships. That money to go is always the biggest hindrance as well, because these trips aren't cheap. Yeah. I try to keep them reasonably priced, but for any individuals who have not gone before, we do have a scholarship program set up within the church to provide that financial assistance at whatever level they need, up to paying for the full cost of the trip. Right. So there is an application process for that, but the last thing we want is for someone who feels called to go on a mission trip to not be able to go because of finances. Right. So, but the church also does a meal to offset the cost, and that usually drops at several $100s. So, it's a great opportunity for someone who's interested. Anybody who's been on international mission trips will know that they're all life-changing.
No doubt. Perspective changing, eye-opening, all the things,
It certainly changes your perspective, and I have yet to bring someone back who hasn't had a different view on sharing the gospel. So
For sure. Yeah, and again, like we could try to capture everything that we saw on the sights and smells and all that stuff. Like that's going to have to be you on some of that stuff. So, man, if you're interested in joining us for this October trip, would you just send out an email, Waterloo Road, info@waterlooroad.org, and we'd love to get you that information, or come find Jeremy. He's kind of hard to miss at church on Sunday mornings, usually wearing a flamingo button-down shirt, and so he'll be a good guy to point you to. But if you have any other questions, please let us know. Well, let's get out of here, Jeremy, before another fire alarm goes off.
I agree.
And we'll break from there. Thanks again for joining us for another episode of this Waterloo Weekly podcast. Let us know how we can pray for you by just reaching out to us, and we hope to see you soon.